And tonight, although my time is just always crazy for Rebuilding the Village, and for all my shows because I do everything by myself. But I thought it was important for me to take the time to do this show tonight for a lot of reasons. One, because I wanted to address some things. And two, because I have a very special tribute tonight to my daughter, my very firstborn lady, my very firstborn little lady, Miss Kayla K. Everybody, if you know Miss Kayla K, she is my WCW today, along with my other daughter, Miss Siani. CC, if y'all don't know Miss CC or know Miss Siani, Lord, let me tell you about her. She's an amazing little girl, and God has blessed me to be her mother for almost 13 years. She's turning the sweet 13. She's turning sweet 13. Oh, y'all see me? Oh, okay. So y'all can see me so that I can see you tonight. So usually this is behind the scenes, but because I'm doing a tribute tonight, I got, this right here beside me. So if you guys say, comments or anything like that, I can actually see your comments and y'all can, ooh, y'all look a little cute tonight. Okay, all right. Okay, let me fix this side of my shirt though. Okay. Anyway, so my baby CC, Miss Siani, she is turning on Saturday, and she is also my WCW tonight on this Wednesday because she is an amazing little girl. And I just want to say, although I'm doing a special tribute to my Kayla K tonight, Miss Siani is also one of my very special babies. If you guys don't know, I am the mom of 7 beautiful daughters and 2 amazing sons, and it's just a lot of them. So Rebuilding the Village talk show will always include my babies because they are a part of my village within this circle that I have created by God's grace. So first let me say happy almost birthday to my baby CC. She is extremely special, and y'all please say happy birthday to my CC for me in the comments so she can see y'all love and throw her up some hearts and show her some of that good love that she longs for. But now to start the show, ladies and gentlemen, as you see in the caption for tonight, tonight's topic is fear, the power of fear. And before I even get into the power of fear, I want to address some ignorance that has been going on, Lord knows, for way too long. Lord knows it's been going on for way too long. I got a phone call last night, and the person said, girl, they talking about your couch. They being indirect and talking about your couch on somebody's show, right? And I said, oh, I don't really care. I got so much going on in my life right now. I don't really care. I like to have fun sometimes on Facebook and social media and being in the entertainment world right now and doing my shows. And, just like I had Rebuilding the Village, I have other shows going on. And I like to entertain sometimes and be fun and be funny and say things sometimes being indirect and just having fun. But last night I got the message and I heard I heard to the grapevine from a little birdie that one of my posts touched a nerve. So today, I let it go. I said, girl, I don't want to hear nothing about that because I don't allow myself to be fed things that may tarnish my soul or may have an effect on my spirit or may have some type of effect on my heart that's anything other than positive. So I don't really want to hear it. So then today I got an inbox and they said, listen, you need to watch this show from last night because they were talking about you, girl. They were talking about you. You need to watch the show from last night. And I said, you know what? It's funny because I've had a couple people that wanted me to watch the show, or 2, I'm gonna be honest, 2 people that wanted me to watch the show, right? Then I had the people who actually do the show invite me to the show last night. And one of the people that invited me never really invites me, but it's a male, and he's not fully male. He has a little bit of female tendencies sometimes. So, I said, okay, there must be some pettiness going on or some indirect, ignorance going on tonight, and they want me to be a part of it, or they want to feed it into my soul so that I can get mad and I can make a whole live about them or something like that. And I said, okay, I'm not going to do that either. And then, I got another message and they said, did you see the show? And I said, oh my God, I refuse to watch that. So I've told my story many, many times of how I got into radio, how I got into doing my talk show, and all the different things that I've gone through. And there's no need for me to discuss all of that. But the reason I tell you guys this story in the beginning of this show, and the reason I'm addressing this situation is because of this one thing alone. I wanted each and every person watching the show tonight, or watching the show at any time in life you're watching the show, to understand a couple things. You have the power. You have the power to control what you are fed. Social media is a huge outlet. TV, radio, all those things are huge outlets, but you have the power to turn it on and to control what you hear, control what you see, and that controls what affects you mentally, physically, and emotionally. You have the power of all in all of that, in all of those areas. And I learned that long time ago in this situation. This situation began this year, about 7-8 months ago. And when the situation first began, I started to, allow myself to indulge in looking at the posts that were being made about me, or listen to the conversations that were being had about me. And I started to allow it to piss me off. Not make me sad, but piss me off. And then I thought about it. I said, Aikira, girl, you have so many amazing things going on in your life. Why allow that to make or break anything that you're doing? So in that moment, I stopped. I didn't look at a post. I didn't read anything they said. I didn't watch any videos. The people even made a whole 2-hour show about me. They pay to have their show on somebody's station, and they had a whole 2-hour show about me. I never pressed play on that show, and I've never watched a word. Another one of their little crew members decided to make a Facebook Live about me. I promise you, I never pressed play, and I never watched it. My telephone rang, and they like, girl, let me tell you about this. I promise you, I told them each time, I do not want to hear it, because I do not allow negativity and ignorance to be inside of my soul. I don't allow it to go inside of my ears. I don't allow my heart to be affected by it. I don't allow any of that. So I'm not listening to it. I'm not watching it, and I'm not going to even acknowledge it. And tonight, the only reason I'm acknowledging the situation at all is because I feel like God is allowing this situation to happen to strengthen me more, mature me more, to allow me to see the ugliness inside of people, to allow me to see the ugliness inside of this world. He's doing it for several different reasons, and I'm not going to allow him to do these things for me in vain. I want him to do these things for me and allow me to be a vessel to all of you, to let you know today that if you're going through something, if there's some people in your life and those people are constantly trying to make themselves relevant in your life, if they're constantly trying to make sure that you are fed the negativity that they have had long before they met you, long before they knew your name, if you have people in your life that are doing those type of things to you, do me a favor. Don't acknowledge them. Don't look at them on social media. Don't press play on no videos they make. Don't answer no phone calls that they give you. Don't listen to nobody who wants to tell you about what that person said about you, because that is going to only ignite the negativity that they are trying to feed you, and then you're going to be mad and you're going to do something that's ugly. See, long ago, I probably would have been popping up on people and handling things in a different manner, but God has blessed me to be 34 years old today, to be the mother of 9 children, to have businesses that are doing wonderful right now, to have a home, to be blessed with so many amazing things, that negativity is doing absolutely nothing but maturing me. That's what it's doing. It's strengthening me. That's what it's doing. So my message to those people tonight is, guess what, boo? You don't affect me. You don't break me. You never have. You never will. Nothing you ever say could ever do anything other than strengthen me. Nothing you ever say or nothing you've ever said will ever do anything other than strengthen me. Nothing that you could do in your power could ever hurt me. I'm covered and I'm highly favored by my Lord. So you can absolutely never affect me. So your videos, your shows, your posts, all of that is cute. It's cute. Especially being as though half of you are older than I am. So you should be on a higher level than I am. But I understand that you are still learning. So I felt the need to take the time to teach you. Trauma is real, baby. And that ignorance does not bliss. And that your ignorance will not affect me. So what you need to do is focus on you. Focus on your show. Focus on what you're trying to do in your life and stop acknowledging me. I mean, if you want to continue to put me up on a pedestal and allow other people to know the queen that you are following and that you have been following since the day you stepped in this queen's life, I mean, by all means, baby, continue to do what you're doing. But it's just going to take away from what you're doing. You need to focus on you. You're at a place in your life where you're trying to do some things. You need to focus on you. And that little toad in the center of all of this BS, let me tell you something, and I'm going to say this and this alone. When you don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of, I'm going to need you to stop feeling the need to get in the middle of mess and create foundation for yourself and your child before you continue to try to create mess in somebody else's home, because you already are a mess and you have a mess. And instead of you creating more mess, you need to be getting on your knees and praying and asking God to bless you to be able to get out of the mess you're in, so that you can be blessed with what it is that God has for you. Because I know God has something amazing for you, but you can't see what God has for you because you're so busy trying to create mess in other people's lives. Sweetie, you could never. You could never. So, let me see how I looked when I was saying that. Okay, was I cute? Okay, so anyway, I'm glad I acknowledged. I'm glad I gave y'all all of that, because that's all the time I'm going to give you that. Y'all just don't allow ignorance to ever elevate inside your life. You know, we live in a day and time where it's okay to be funny, it's okay to be cute, but when you're being disrespectful to a person, to their children, and you just constantly trying to make yourself relevant in somebody's life who you should long be over, I mean, golly, I feel like I broke up with my ex-husband. I feel like I got a divorce all over again from these people. God dang, y'all still making stuff about me, my God. In order to rebuild the village, you have to be able to restore the village. And a part of restoring the village is restoring people's hearts so that their hearts can be healed, so that they can stop being hateful and spiteful and vengeful. You need to be able to restore all of that. So I pray that God restores all of your hearts, all of those hateful, spiteful, ignorant people who doing hateful, spiteful, ignorant things to Aikira or to our children or to our family, or trying to anyway. I pray that God blesses your heart to be healed so that you can stop being so ignorant and stop being so hateful and stop being so spiteful and stop trying to come for me, and God allow you to work on you and what you're doing. I'm going to pray for you. Okay, amen. Amen. All right. Now, again, welcome to Rebuilding the Village Talk Show. I am your host, Aikira Queen, Aikira King, and a whole lot of other things. And tonight, I want to talk about the power of fear. And opening up tonight's topic with that, little message I had to give out before we talked about tonight's topic, I want to talk about the power of fear. The power of fear. Lord have mercy. Bullying people tend to do even when they're grown. Bullying is one of the things that has been in our society for a very long time. And the effect of bullying is fear. People, you install fear in people when you try to bully them or when somebody is bullying them. And fear will stop a person from being able to be who they are. Fear will stop a person from being able to simply live. Fear is such a powerful thing. Have you ever feared? Tell me what you fear. Tell me your fears. Who's bold enough tonight that's watching this show right now, who is bold enough to tell me what their fear is? What it is you may have possibly feared in life. The number one fear that we are, I'm going to say, as a Muslim, and I know you're probably like a Muslim, yeah, but as a Muslim, one of the main to fear, or I'm going to say thing, I don't mean to say that, but when ever since I was 11 and I first became Muslim, I was told to fear God. You fear God, you fear Allah, and that was the first person I ever feared was Allah. And no, I'm lying. The first person I feared was my father. Because before I even found Islam or found religion, my father was there. And if you know Abdul Malik, anybody know Abdul Malik? Call him Abdul, you know him? Yeah. I feared that man because he scared all the nuts out of me ever since I was little. I mean, I was daddy's little girl. I love my daddy. He was amazing, but he definitely installed fear inside of me because he was extremely strict. You know, he was a strong man. He was a big man. And I knew he wasn't to be played with. So he was the first person that I feared. But when I became Muslim, I was taught, you know, that you fear God and you fear Allah. And the fear that I had that was installed inside of me kept me from being able to fall in love with him, from being able to actually get to know him and have a relationship with him and study and actually understand him, because I was taught to fear him before anything. And that fear hindered the relationship that I desired to have with my own Lord. So I speak that with you guys tonight because if you know me now, or if you're looking at this show right now, let me tell you something. I fear my Lord. I definitely do, because I know that he is the one in control of everything in my life and in your life and in our world. He's in control of everything. So of course I fear him. But I don't fear him in a way that I feared him as an 11-year-old little girl. I have fallen in love with him. I've learned to, you know, understand him and not be so fearful, because I let go of being so religious. You know, I had to let go of that religious part so that I could fall in love and have a relationship and an understanding with my Lord, you know, before. And now, God willing, you know, I'm learning of the religious part and falling back to that. But I speak of that because maybe you can relate to that fear in that aspect. Maybe that can help you. But fear just hinders us in so many different ways. And my first feeling of fear hindered me in being able to have a relationship with my Lord the way I long to have a relationship with him. My fear hindered my relationship with my dad. You know, for a long time, I was just like, oh, this man is a scary man. He was my daddy, but, you know, he was a scary man, and it hindered that. And then the fear that I, you know, long after that developed in so many different areas in my life hindered me from being able to do just so many things. You know, so tonight I'm talking about the power of fear because I personally believe that that's something that we all as people, especially women, if you're watching and you're a woman, it's something that we definitely have to let go of, or we have to understand that of course, you got to have fear in some things. If you don't, then you're just going to live without purpose. You're going not without purpose, but you're going to live a life and just be fearless, and you just careless. When you're fearless, then you could be careless. So you got to have some magnitude of fear. However, just learn the difference between, you know, being afraid to live, being afraid to love, being afraid to just be yourself, you know, and allow you to just be exactly who you are. So you guys know tonight, hold on, because we're just watching myself, but I don't even see is there anything down there before I even keep going? Because this is the purpose of me having this right here beside here. Oh, somebody said happy birthday to you, boo. Oh, they said happy birthday to you. Oh, she behind the camera dancing, y'all. So she back there dancing, everybody. But so let me see. All right, so I guess nobody wants to actually talk about the power of fear. But let me tell you something. So let me just jump back real quick. So I told y'all what I was first, you know, installed in fear, you know, what I was fearful of. But let me go back real quick to that first thing that I addressed when we first started this show. And that was the situation with the people, you know, when they were just doing ignorant things and blah, 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 blah. Have helped my fear of not being able to achieve what I wanted to achieve in this world of entertainment could have stopped me from sitting before this camera today. And I personally believe that fear was trying to be, you know, pushed into me by a lot of people who I worked with before because of their fear. See, people will push their fears on you because of their fears. Their fears of me being so god darn amazing and so great made them come together as a little team with picket fences, with picket signs on to try to keep me from being me and keep me from doing what I'm doing. Their fear of me, their fear of my success caused them to even do dumb, crazy, retarded things like have shows about me so that they could tell other people how I wasn't amazing and hoping that I wouldn't be as amazing as I am. Y'all following me? Are you following me? Because I'm trying to tell you it's real. I'm trying to tell you this ain't no made up stuff. This is real stuff. This is real. So you guys, all right, now on a serious note though, for real. So you guys know, last week I told you guys about the mentoring program that I'm starting called the Mommy Mentoring Program through Just Mommy and Me. And one of the things that I'm going to be doing with the Just Mommy and Me program is being an advocate and a mentor for young mothers who are new mothers who are in fear. And in fear of keeping their baby, in fear of giving their baby up for adoption, in fear of just what to do or where to go from the moment they get pregnant. So I'm offering my program in hospitals as well as in schools, in high schools, to young women who are, in their first trimester or they're just becoming pregnant and they are in fear. And this program called Fear, the program, of course, is the mentoring program for Just Mommy and Me, but this specific part of the program is called Fear. Fear is to help them to get past that fear, help them to be able to talk about it, help them to be able to get prenatal care, help them to be able to be okay with now becoming a new mom. That fear that you get, and I'm sure a lot of women, if you're watching right now, when you were a young mother, you know that fear that you get when you first become a mom and you first find out that you are going to be a mom and you find out that you're pregnant. If you had a mother and a father at home like mine, then you knew, oh my gosh, they're going to knock my head straight off. And Lord knows, I don't know if I'm going to survive. I don't know if I'm going to live past this, Lord, because the fear of what they're going to do or what they're going to say, takes over you. And so with the Fear program through Just Mommy and Me's mentoring program is to help young women to get past that stage of fear, because fear is so powerful that it will keep a young girl pregnant and not saying anything to anybody the entire time she's pregnant. It will have a young girl or a woman, period, who's pregnant, be in such denial that when she does have the baby, I'm sure you all are familiar with the situations where we had a young girl in Virginia back in the early 2000s who gave birth to her baby at the prom and pushed her baby out in the toilet at the prom at high school, and the baby drowned in the toilet. We have, if you're not familiar with that story, that's real, you could Google it. There's also, a story where a young girl was pregnant and she kept her baby a secret. She kept her pregnancy a secret. And when the baby was born, the 17-year-old girl stabbed her baby as she pushed the baby out in the house. But in fear of her father, she stabbed the baby as soon as the baby came out. I can't remember the number of times, but I think it was like 70-some times. And the baby, of course, died. But fear is very powerful. And it's so powerful that it will, hinder, or conflict with the decisions that a regular mom would make, or a mom who's not fearful would make for her unborn child. And so fear is the first stage, the first portion of Just Mommy and Me mentoring program that I will be offering in high schools and in hospitals to mothers between the age of 12 and 21. So that is the most important program. I mean, the whole program is going to be important, but I decided to start with this piece of the program because I believe that if these girls have the mentors, if they have the advocates, if they have the person there, a person there to help them through that first, trimester, the whole pregnancy, of course, but through that fear portion of it, then it will save a lot of babies' lives. It'll have girls getting prenatal care and not so much premature birth. it can help a lot of these young women make the best decision for themselves as well as for their babies. If they are deciding to give their babies up for adoption, then we can help them that way. If they're deciding to not keep their babies, we can help them in that way, as opposed to trying to do crazy things. You know, I'm not gonna say we joke, but I've heard, and I know you've heard before, how young girls will throw themselves down the steps to try to abort the baby, or, you know, do something crazy. Like, those things really happen in real life. Those things aren't talked about, and you don't see them on the news, and you don't see them in your timeline on Facebook, because those are some horrible things. And although you see some other crazy stuff in there, we don't talk about things like that, because that's just, oh my God. It's like, oh my God, that happened. Oh my God. You know, so those are things that we will definitely be dealing with and talking about in Just Mommy and Me mentoring program for the fear program portion of the program. So you guys, please, if you know a young woman, if you know a young girl between the ages of 12 and 21 who could, you know, use our services, the program doesn't officially launch until February of this year of 2018. However, if you know somebody right now who may need a phone call, a conversation, a hug, a direction, or anything, you can send them in my way, and I will definitely help them to the best of my ability, because I am here to let every young woman know, to let every young mother know that fear should never stop you from living. It should never stop you from being who you are. You should not fear anything. You know, one of the biggest fear factors in becoming a new mom is fearing what people will say. Oh my God, I don't want this person to say this. I don't want, you know, that person, I don't want this person to judge me. I don't know what these people are going to say. Oh my God, if I tell people that I'm pregnant and I'm 15, oh my God, what are people going to say? If I tell my mom I'm pregnant, she's probably going to put me out. If I tell my dad I'm pregnant, he's probably going to kill me. If I tell my boyfriend I'm pregnant, he's probably going to leave me. Oh my God. Oh my God, those are the fear in the beginning when you first find out, you know, it's just like, oh my God, you have so many oh my God moments, the butterflies in your stomach, the feeling like you're going to throw up, not knowing if it's because you're actually nauseous or if it's because you actually have butterflies in your stomach and the anxiety is growing up. And let me tell you, ladies, if you are pregnant and you are going through these type of symptoms, that fear, that anxiety that you are allowing yourself to feel can also cause problems with your baby. So that's another reason I decided to start with the fear portion of this program, because we want healthy babies. We need healthy babies to be born. So many babies are born, you know, unfortunately premature and with health issues that can stem from you just having stress and anxiety while you're pregnant. Another thing that I personally, and there may be a lot of people who disagree with this, but I'm going to say it anyway. We have a lot of young mothers nowadays who drink and smoke when they're pregnant. And, you know, when we see these things happening, we think to ourselves, what is wrong with her? Like, what is her problem? Why would she do that? Because we know as a mother, you know, for the ones who didn't drink or smoke, you know, when you're pregnant, we're like, okay, well, why would you do that? Why would you want to harm your baby? But unfortunately, people deal with stress and anxiety in different ways. And not every woman is equipped to understand, is equipped to not understand, but equipped to know that there are other ways that you can relieve stress outside of drinking and smoking, especially while you're pregnant. So my fear program that I'm offering to these young women who are pregnant will also help them to find better ways to relieve their stress. And we got to sit in a goddamn room together and kumbaya, my Lord. That's what we're going to do. It's like, no, but seriously. I have a lot of awesome things set up for these young women to be able to do, to just get past the fear so that they are not hurting themselves or hurting their babies or, you know, making bad decisions for themselves or making bad decisions for their babies. So that is, okay, that is the fear program that we'll be having for Just Mommy and Me. And again, if you know any young mothers who are pregnant or you know, and they need someone, please send them in my way. I would be more than happy to help them and direct them in the best way I possibly can. main purpose tonight is to talk to you guys about all positive things. As a part of rebuilding the community and restoring the community, I'm doing what I possibly can to make some type of impact on the community. And I want to start with our babies because our babies need us the most. And that is the reason for Just Mommy and Me's mentoring program for young mothers and the fear portion of it. So, but this next part is dedicated to my baby, my first daughter, Miss Kayla K. I did a tribute to her, and I want to tell you guys a little bit about her before I show you the tribute. So my daughter is 17 years old, and she is a senior in Randallstown High School. She is an honor roll student. She gets good grades. She's extremely smart, funny. She could be mean when she want to be, you know. But she's an awesome young woman. She loves dance. She's going to college to be a chef. And she's just amazing. She's been a second mommy to my babies. She's always helped out. She's always been just by my side. She's my best friend, you know, and she's just always been by my side. What's somebody say? Hold on. Somebody said something smart. Don't make me get on.
Uncle Daddy said he had his pregnancy.
You know what, Darian King? Well, Darian King, if you need me to help you with your pregnancy, I got you too, boo.
I don't know why
it's not. I got you too, boo. I got you too, though. So again, you know, tell me about my baby, my Kayla K. My Kayla K is she's going to college in August to be a chef, and she's just amazing. Right now, she's working, so this is a little bit of a surprise to her. She don't even know that I'm doing this right now, so she gonna have to rewatch the show when she get home from work. But yeah, so I have a video that I want to show you guys, and then I'll tell you more about my Kayla K. All right, check it out. That is not. Oh, all right. Ooh, that's not cute. All right, hold on, wait, because that ain't all right. Go back.
You letting it go.
All right, y'all. Wait a second. We got technical difficulties over here. Hold on. We gotta take one off. Is that right there? All right, you just wanted to go back to it.
People think it's my birthday.
I told them that it's. All right, wait. Turn that off. Okay. Look, we don't have no real engineer system going on right now, but don't worry. Keep calm. I will. Keep calm. All right. Here you go. Ooh, disrespectful.
Baby, my heart could still fall as hard at 23. And I'm thinking about how people fall in love in mysterious ways. Maybe just a touch of a hand. Well, me, I fall in love with you every single day. And I just wanna tell you why. So honey, now take me into your loving arms. Kiss me under the light of 1,000 stars. Place your head on my beating heart. I'm thinking out loud. Maybe we found love right where we are. When my hair's overgrown and the memory fades, and the crowds don't remember my name. When my hands don't fade straight.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, my baby Kayla K. Wait, can you go back? Can you go back since there's no music? Can you go back? Just the way. I just want to show them. Wait, okay, wait. Wait, go back, hurry up, because I don't want to. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, yes, 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 yes. My Kayla K is about to be a mommy.
Place your head on my beating heart.
Oh, we got someone.
I'm thinking out loud. Maybe we found love right where we are. When my hair's all but gone and my memory fades, and the crowds don't remember my name. When my hands don't play straight.
Right there. No, oh, yeah, you can leave that one.
So this is my Kayla K, everybody. And, oh, I don't even, I gotta gather it. Okay. I gotta get it together. Hold up. Hold on. Hold up. I'm almost together. I'm almost together. Let me fan myself. Hold on. Oh, I don't like live right now. Okay, hold on. Okay. So, first of all, before I even go any further, I got it together. Keep calm. My producers are irky. Okay. Before I go any further, because this is a tribute to my baby Kayla, and I know you're going to be watching this video later. Darn it! Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I swear I'm going to get it together. Hold on. Let me get it together. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. The fan not working because I'm not really hot. Okay. First of all, baby, and this is especially for Kayla right now, so I ain't calling nobody else baby. Kayla, you are the most amazing daughter in the world. I am grateful for you. You have been my best friend since the day God placed you inside of me. Before I even had you, if you guys know, I tell the story all the time about the blizzard of 2000. In the blizzard of 2000, the blizzard was coming, and on the news they were saying how bad the snow was going to be, and I just was like, oh, well, I need to get to the hospital because I'm not about to be stranded in this house and going labor. So me and my friend Aaliyah, shout out to Aaliyah. I love you so much, Aaliyah. Me and my friend Aaliyah, we were walking up and down my mama's steps like 1,000 times so that I could go in labor. And when I finally started having contractions, I made a lot. I made prayer. And I prayed. I didn't know what I was having, whether it was a boy or a girl. But I prayed and I asked God to bless me. And I asked God to bless me with a beautiful baby girl. And I already had a son. And so it took like 2 days for me to have Kayla. But I was in the hospital during that blizzard because we got to the hospital one time. The blizzard came. It was ugly, but anyway. But when Kayla was born and I saw her face, first of all, hold on a second. Oh, okay. First of all, when Kayla was born, thank you for telling me about this. Let me drink this tears down. So when I first saw Kayla, I was amazed because I just never saw such a beautiful baby girl. And I thought maybe I was feeling that way because she was mine. But everybody who saw her said the same thing. They would say, my God, like this baby is so beautiful. Like her skin, her hair, you know, she's gorgeous. My uncle, may he rest in peace, my Uncle Carlton, he said, my God, she is so beautiful. I've never seen a baby this beautiful. And I thought, okay, it's not just me. You know, this baby is really beautiful. But I tell y'all that story because I'm just emotional. And I'm telling y'all that story because from that moment, from the moment God placed her in my arms, And maybe it's the fact that I had her with no medicine too. And I felt every burning stitch of her coming out. But from that moment, she's just been a joy to my life. She's a blessing, you know, and even in the moments when she drives me absolutely crazy, you know, when she is spoiled, rotten, and she wants what she wants, and she, you know, even in those moments, she has brought me joy. I remember when she was 9 and she was indicted in the Honor Society of Maryland. I just was blessed, you know, to be her mom. She played trumpet in elementary school. She's just been an amazing daughter. And I just don't want you to think for 1 second, Kayla, that I feel anything other than happiness for you. Because one thing I've learned in my life is that life happens. Life happens. We make decisions to try to make us happy. We do our very best, but in essence, everything we do is to try to make us happy and to, you know, just try to live a little bit better, you know, and sometimes we make decisions that others are like, what were you thinking? You know, what were you doing? What were you thinking? You know, we make decisions sometimes that people just don't understand, and, you know, they ridicule you, or people's opinions will be harsh towards you. But God has blessed me with the understanding of life. And he's blessed me with knowing that life happens. And in this life, as much as we have an idea of what it is we want for ourselves, what it is we want for our children, what it is we want for others, what God gives us is the mind state, the strength, and the ability to persevere through anything that happens, whether it's what we want to happen, what we desire to happen, what we dreamed would happen, what we thought would happen, or what we didn't think would happen. And a few weeks ago, God allowed me to, well, a month ago now, God allowed me to find out that I would be a grandma and that you are carrying my grandson. And I am ecstatic because I know that God makes absolutely no mistakes. And he made no mistake by making you his mother in this moment. Regardless of whether this moment is the moment that society decides, or whether your grandparents decide, or I decide, or your uncles decide, or your elders decide, or your aunts decide, despite that, God has decided that in this moment, you are to be Jayceon's mom. And I am as proud of you today as I was a month ago when I walked with you at your inauguration at Randallstown High School. And I am excited to watch you become a mom in the year that you have so many amazing things that are going to be happening in your life. I am so excited for you to watch you walk across that stage in June. I'm excited to watch you go to prom in May. I'm excited to watch you give birth, because girl, it ain't gonna be cute, but I'm excited just for everything. And my tears are not tears of sadness, they're tears of joy, because I am overjoyed at God's blessing in my life, having you be my daughter and having you be my grandson's mom. So I'm very excited. Congratulations, Kayla. Congratulations to my soon-to-be son-in-law as well, Mr. Hithaquan, like Jaquan. Congratulations to you as well. And Rainey, who is the other grandmother, congratulations to you. We will be welcoming Mr. Jayceon into our lives, into our family, God willing, on December the 9th. So he will be here very soon. And it's just an amazing journey. But I decided to dedicate this show to my baby and to do this special little moment for her in rebuilding the village, because, you know, it's important that we understand that when we are building our villages, that things are going to happen that we don't expect to happen. And we can't allow those things to stop us from moving in the direction that we have we decide that we want to go. You know, we can't allow the things that happen that are unexpected things that happen to be what stops us or what breaks us or what knocks us down. We have to allow the things that happen that are unexpected, the things that happen that we don't want to happen, the things that happen that we're just like, well, why did that happen? We got to learn from it. And we have to use those as the tools, the stepping stools, and the very things that allow us to persevere, that give us the strength to be stronger, that give us purpose in this life. You know, God allows it to happen for a reason. And I believe that that reason is to help us to get to where it is we want to go. And for you, Miss Kayla Kane, Mr. JC is going to be going with you wherever it is you want to go. It's like, just kidding. No, but in real life, he will. You know, God decided that he wanted to send you one of his angels and allow him to be a part of your journey. Your journey is just beginning, baby. This year, 2018, God willing, I pray will be an amazing year for you. And I'm excited for you, baby. And I'm going to play this video one more time, y'all, so I can cry one more time, y'all. So, no, I'm going to play this video one more time before we go. Here we go. Oh, wait, y'all got to get the
mic. Baby, my heart could still fall as hard at 23. And I'm thinking about how people fall in love in mysterious ways. Maybe just a touch of a hand. Well, me, I fall in love with you every single day. And I just wanna tell you I am. So honey, now take me into your loving arms. Kiss me under the light of 1,000 stars. Place your head on my beating heart. I'm thinking out loud. Maybe we found love right where we are. When my hair's all but gone and my memory fades, and the crowds don't remember my name. When my hands don't play straight.
All right, y'all, I got to fix the video later because that's why my show's so late tonight, ladies and gentlemen, because I just could not get the daggone video to play the way I wanted to. Oh, wait, can you stop it? Can you go back to where, like, the picture of, go to, like, right where the sonogram picture. Go a little further. I'm going to show y'all my baby, y'all, my grandbaby, before we go. Even though it's not a good picture, but it's my pool. This video, of course, is going to be on my page, y'all, so y'all can watch it again. And again, sorry. It's probably only going to be me watching it 1,500,000 times right there. Look, that's the only picture we have. Our sonogram person really sucked. But that's the only picture we have of JC on so far. And everybody probably like, what is that? But if you're a mom, you can look at this picture and you know, oh, that's the baby face. But this is my pool. And I can't wait to meet you, JC on. Oh, I'm talking like this, like his stomach is. But anyway, I can't wait to meet him. And I'll be doing, clearly, you know, just found out not that long ago, unfortunately. But everything happens in God's time. So I'll be doing a baby shower for Kayla. And if you're interested in coming to the baby shower, to all my Facebook friends and family, if you are interested in coming to the baby shower, you are more than welcome. It's going to be held at Madonna Mall in the community room, which is on the lower level of Madonna Mall, on Sunday, November the 26th, which is next week, next Sunday. I would love for you guys to come. We are definitely excited, but planning. So anything you would like to bring for baby JC on would be more than appreciated. And just thank you. So I'll post the baby shower information up and the video up And you guys just, if you have a daughter, get a shotgun. Psych. Psych. No, really. Psych, no. But just make sure you have conversations with your daughter daily to let her know that you love her no matter what. That you are there for her no matter what. Me and my daughters, we are very close. However, still, things happen to where sometimes your daughters, they might just fear your rejection, or fear, your response, or fear your disappointment in them. So just always have great conversations with your daughter. And we work. And if you're like me, you're a single mom and you're working hard and you're going, a million miles a minute, it's important for us to take time to just say, you know what, let me take an extra 5 minutes and have a conversation with my baby. Because let me tell you something, them other 6 girls, I'm taking an extra 15 minutes to have conversations with them. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's show on Rebuilding the Village and Restoring this Village is simply on letting go of fear. And just please don't allow fear to hinder you from being able to move in the direction you're looking to move in your life. Don't allow fear of judgment or fear of other opinions or fear of anything to stop you from living in a positive way. Don't allow any negativity to be able to control your life. Don't allow it to affect your life. Don't allow it to live inside of you. I tell people all the time, like, negativity doesn't live here. I don't allow negative people around me. And I don't allow myself to be subjected to any negative things that are going on in this world, that I don't even watch the news because I don't even want to hear the negative things. So I try to just be careful of what I allow myself to hear, or see. So just be careful, ladies and gentlemen. And again, if you know any young women who are in need of a mentor, a counselor, or any of the services that I offer, and Just Mommy and Me mentoring services for young women between the ages of 12 and 21, you can inbox me after the show, either on this page, or you can follow my page, Just Mommy and Me. That's Just Mommy and Me, Just Mommy, and Me. On Facebook, you can email me at justmommyandme@gmail.com. I have YouTube for Just Mommy and Me. You can follow that page. I have an IG for Just Mommy and Me. I even have a personal page that I created for my children to be able to have their own albums and, be able to just show them off on Just Mommy and Me. And that's Just Mommy, and that's one word, JUSTMOMMY, and then and me, and that's ANDME. So those 2 words together. And then, of course, I have Just Mommy and Me page. So I got a lot, y'all. Just follow me. I'll put all the links on the Rebuilding the Village talk show page. So you guys, please tune in next week on Rebuilding the Village. I have the 3 beautiful wives of Kashif Muhammad coming next week, and we're doing a walk a mile in my shoes journey with all 3 of them, so that we can understand their journey and walk a mile in their shoes with them through Rebuilding the Village. So one of the ways we can rebuild in the village is by embracing others and their journeys and understanding their journeys and being able to just know that it's not just us that go through some things. So even me sharing my story with you guys tonight, and my little special piece for Kayla is to just allow other mothers to know that if you're going through what I'm going through, if you're going through what my baby's going through, or anybody, you're not the only one. There are other women, there are other people that are going through things as well. And let's just pray for our village. Let's just pray that God just watches over Baltimore and wherever you are, the things that are going on all over the world. So let's just all pray that God just continues to watch over us, watch over our children, watch over our homes, watch over our communities, that He protects us from any harm that may come our way. Lord, please guide us. Please, continue to lift our spirits. Please comfort our souls. Please heal our hearts. Please take any negative energy, negative people, or negative things away from our lives, away from our homes, and away from our families, and just bless us with all positive things, all good things, Lord, and just keep us. Amen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching Rebuilding the Village talk show tonight. Please follow me on IG for Rebuilding the Village as well. I'm trying to build that page up. Please subscribe to me on Rebuilding the Village. You have to go to the channel, Rebuilding the Village channel on YouTube. And if you have joined the show tonight, please go to the page after the show is over and like the page, Rebuilding the Village. Please share tonight's show. Share the show, invite your friends, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend about Rebuilding the Village talk show. And if you know someone who is amazing in this community and that would be great for this show to talk about what they're doing in the community to rebuild the village or to restore the village, please inbox me, tell me who they are, and I'd love to have them be a person on the show. If that person is you, inbox me and let me know. To my baby Kayla K, mommy loves you, girl, more than you could ever know. To my baby Siani, happy birthday, baby. And I'm so grateful to be your mommy. And girl, you finna be an aunt. So enjoy your birthday. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy your night. Thank you so much for watching Rebuilding the Village Talk Show. Good night. No, don't turn that one off. Hey.